All right, we are going to design this piece. This is the axle holder. So I'm going to show you how I would use this sketch or drawing and recreate the sketch. So make sure you go into Onshape and create a new document. Actually, you know what? I would probably open your existing document, the where you have your base of car. So that's what I would probably do if I were you. Let's do this. I would say created by me, find your file for your car, okay? And instead of creating a new document, I would just have a single Onshape document. So what are we going to do? Make sure you're on RHS 234 Secure. I think it's the best website. All right, so right now I'm in my document where I've created the base. Obviously, I've created the other parts too. You will have just created the base drawing file and sketch at this point. Don't forget you can move across the tabs at the bottom to see the different things. So the icons for part files and whatnot are different than the icons for assemblies. Assemblies when you put things together. So I'm in my part file. We're going to create a new part file. So we would hit the plus sign and then create part studio. Sorry, part studio, not part file. All right, so now we're going to sketch the axle holder on the front plane. If it doesn't say front right here, that's why you can't see what you're drawing. So make sure you rotate to the front. And I'm going to start drawing this file. Oh, it's hard for me to go back and forth. So I'm just going to walk you through it. So the first thing I do is line tool, go to the very center, the origin, click once, drag up, go horizontal, go vertical, diagonal. If you notice right there, that dashed line is lining those things up. That's a good thing. Let's pretend like I wasn't that precise and I was off a little bit. Vertical, diagonal. I'm going to mess up on purpose. And then here to here. All right, so I didn't get it quite right. Let's use some of our tools to clean this up. This line should be diagonal. Actually, I didn't even connect these 2 points. So let's do a new tool that you might not know called the coincident constraint. You might have to hit your drop downs to see it. If you hover, it'll say coincident. Just brings 2 points together. So I'm going to bring this point and this point together. All right, now this line right here should be horizontal. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to go horizontal tool. Again, you might have to go to your drop downs to see the horizontal tool. Turn it on. Click the left side of the line. Click the right side of the line. And now that line is horizontal. All right, this line should be vertically aligned with this one. So I'm going to choose my vertical tool. Again, you might have to go to the drop downs. If you hover, it says vertical. And I'm just going to click on this corner and this corner. And now those 2 points are vertically aligned. All right. So my tip to you is use your alignment tools as much as possible before you start putting on dimensions. So now I'm going to horizontally align this point with this point because they do line up, or they should. Same thing here, this point with this point. Okay. Now I'm going to start putting on my overall dimensions. I'm going to have to sneak a peek at base of car. Overall dimensions, so 1 top to bottom and 1.265 left to right. Always do your biggest dimensions first. I think I was in Part Studio 1. Here we go. Dimension tool on from left to right. Click, click, one more click. 1.265. Enter. And then top to bottom. Top to bottom was 1.00. Enter. Great. Okay, let's go back to my drawing. We've got 1. I'm going to do all my horizontal dimensions first. Let's do 1 right here. Part Studio. So from this point to this point, click. You generally, if you're trying to get a horizontal dimension, go right to the middle of the diagonal and go straight up. It'll turn horizontal. Okay. I noticed that this dimension right here was 0.5. So I'm going to go from top to bottom, because I think I'm done with my horizontal dimensions, except for the hole. I'm going to leave the hole for last. Notice things are starting to turn black. That's good. Okay, let's look for any other. Let's go to other vertical dimensions I could be using. Okay, this arrow is going, notice the highlighted points, right? It's going from here to here. Notice the blue dots, right, is 0.5 at the end. So dimension tool from here, here, is 0.5. Okay. 0.25, that's for the hole. So I'm gonna do that last. This 0.25, that's also for the hole. Now, if you notice, my design has not turned black on the outside yet. That means I forgot to put a dimension on the drawing. So let's figure out what it is. So if I grab this point, it can move up. That's not good. So the dimension I forgot to put on the drawing is from the top to this point right here. That distance should be 0.25 so that the shape is symmetrical. So that's missing from the drawing. My bad. Okay, let's turn on our circle tool. Center point circle. Click once, drag, click again. The size of that circle is this number, 0.100. That's the diameter of the circle. And the distance to this side, well, it's 0.25 from that top right corner, and it's 0.25 from the edge. I think I can remember that. Whoops. So here we go. Dimension tool on. Click onto the circle. Click once, drag, 0.100. I'm going to zoom in. The distance from the center of the circle, click, to the edge, click, was 0.25. And the distance from this corner, click, to the center, click, there was a vertical dimension of 0.25. And that'll place it in the center. And now my design is black. That's good. That means I'm done. If your design is not black, turn off your tools, drag a blue corner, and see if you need a vertical or horizontal tool or vertical or horizontal constraint to lock it in. At this point, you will save it, create the drawing file, just like you did for the base of the car, and laser cut 4 of these. Make sure to hit that green check mark to save your work.